Today's question is, what is the worst way to find out you were cheated on? Today I am joined by Nathan Yaffe.
Hi, I'm Nathan and I'm ready to have my heart broken.
Michael Trapp.
Hi, I'm Mike Trapp and I've got some answers here.
And Caldwell Tannder.
Hi, I'm Caldwell Tannder and I love to learn.
Excellent. Caldwell, please begin.
My first answer is you, but as a clone. You come home, you find your partner in the throes of romantic passion.
Oh my.
But then the person engaging your partner is you. It's just another version of you. You find out in this instance, not only have you been cheated on, but you've been cheated on with a clone version of you because your entire life has been a lie and you were part of an illegal human cloning trial experiment. Also, this clone has assumed your identity fully and your kids call them dad.
This is like the most extreme version of that, like, you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about meme. It's like, oh, you're very attractive to me. You're everything that you look like is great, but your personality is so shit. I have found this other clone who looks just like you.
Caldwell Type B enjoys rock climbing.
I love the idea of a cloning service where they implant just one personality quirk into each clone.
Absolutely.
They just love cereal. That's just.
And this one's Birdwell. Little bird got in the mix that time. That's the one that was cheating on my wife.
I'm sorry, Caldwell. I'm running away with Birdwell.
It's also just hard because you find out that clones of you exist.
Right.
What's to say you're not a clone?
Exactly.
You are a clone.
Oh, okay. So
That's the thing.
Wait, you're also a clone?
I guess, yeah, maybe I would be the original in this instance.
I mean,
I
like
feel
you
like
being.
you could be the original.
you probably thought you were, but now who's to say?
There you
That's
go.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Is it your partner who's cloning you?
That's an extra wrinkle that I like a lot.
Yeah.
I love a scenario where the fact that you are being cheated on isn't even the worst thing about it.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a double to triple whammy, which I really enjoy about
Kind
it.
of just pitched a tragedy, and it's like, and also someone's cheating on you. Like, this would be a crazy thing to happen, and then someone's cheating too.
Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't care about being cheated on maybe at that point.
Well, I think it's definitely not going to help.
Yeah, it's not nice.
This presupposes that it's worse for your partner to cheat on someone who's very similar to you versus if your partner cheat on someone who is like wildly different, like because one is the implication that's like, oh, I almost got it, I was almost right, and the other is like she was never happy. Like,
Michael Trapp,
Yes.
impress us.
stop telling me. My suggestion for the worst way to find out you've been cheated on is via screensaver. You know how there's some screensavers, like Apple TVs and things like that, where like when you take photos, just like throughout the day, throughout your life, you're taking photos, and then you have like the built-in like, oh, like your photos of your life, like this will naturally fill the screen. And if you're just like home one day, you finished watching some TV show and it's gone to screensaver, and you're just kind of puttering in the house, and then like pictures start filtering up, and it's like, oh, there's that meal I had, oh, there's that fun time with friends, and then you just see like a picture of your partner and some other dude just like drifting up from the bottom of the screen. It's like, wait, whoa, what is that one? Back it up a second.
Now that's very good, but is it better or worse if it's one of those old-timey screensavers and it's just like rotating 3D text that says your wife fucked Marshall?
I was imagining the one where it's the maze, the brick maze, and you get to the middle, and it is just a photograph of your wife having sex.
Instead of
with
like that
someone
big
else.
smiley face that flips everything upside down, it's just like a picture of your wife with some other man. It's like, no, wait, what?
Also, I do like the idea of a slow burn with the pictures, where it's pictures of you with your friends hanging out, and there's just one of your friends is close to your girlfriend, and just like you just see them like laughing together, like arm around each other, just like more and more apparent what's going on.
Every like fourth one too is just like another random one. It's like the built-in like just like bear catching a salmon photo. It's like no, I need to know what happens with Bird Marshall.
At that point, it's also bad because it seems like your significant other didn't care much to hide this from you. You know, if you're taking pictures and then posting that, like that's
It's that darn
you should
cloud.
know not to if you're cheating.
You don't even have to like actively upload that for a lot of these screensavers. Just like, if you took it, it's in the cloud, and we'll just put all your cloud photos on this thing.
There's a picture of me on yours in my weird.
Don't tell people our secrets.
Clarify.
Laura, don't watch this.
Your answers were really good, but I think that the worst way to find out your significant other has been cheating on you, middle school play. You've been dating the drama teacher at the local middle school. They invite you to come see the production that they've put on. You haven't been to a school play in a while, but yes. Thank you.
Caldwell, we normally just let people talk, but go ahead.
Which production?
Exactly. It's a production called Infidelity, and they're very excited to show you. It's an original piece that they wrote, so you're excited to see your significant other's writing as well as the production they put on. Costumes are great. The young precocious child actors are doing a great job, but it slowly becomes apparent that it's a play based on your life, which is embarrassing enough, and then over the course of the play, it also becomes apparent that it is about an affair that your significant other is having behind your back. And it's actually a really good production, is the thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be written up in the local paper.
Sure.
Is this entire play geared to like be a confession?
They thought this would be the best way to let you
Okay.
know. They probably just weren't happy in the relationship. Your character in the play is kind of not a great guy, but it's also you feel a fair representation of the way you behaved.
So they're not hamming it up.
It's sort of a revelation about your relationship in general, being told to you by these prepubescent children.
You're depicted as like a Tennessee Williams style oaf. It's just like a wife beater, like stains on your shirt. And you're like, God damn it, go rehearse your little play, and I'll stay here and watch the game.
So you watch this play and you're like, oh, there's some real points of polish that I need to work on within myself.
Oh, maybe. I've never been cheated on, but I assume after any such...
never been cheated on. Look at this guy.
Bragging.
He must be nice.
I would assume after any such revelation, there's a bit of soul searching that needs to take place. It's just anytime you're imagining yourself, it's this child version of you.
Do they have painted on beard?
Yeah. If it's me,
It's a yard.
It's me.
My first idea for the worst way to find out you were cheated on is with an STD.
They're called STIs now.
Are they really?
Yeah, I think so.
Can we change this? This is something that actually happened. It's a personal story. Not about me,
No.
but about someone.
Revealing someone else's STD story.
Anyway, chlamydia. Okay.
We all know it. We all love it.
Someone that I know had a husband, and they were married for a long time. She was with one person, so she was just like, I don't need to see a gynecologist.
First mistake.
First mistake, exactly. And so 10 years into...
The way this story's going, it sounds like first mistake might be the husband, but continue.
10 years later, she starts getting the symptoms. I don't need to say them. You can look it up. And then she goes to the doctors and is diagnosed with chlamydia. By the time that it was found, she had to have surgery to help get rid of it. Ooh. And also, you discover that the person you were with, who you were so faithful to, is a big cheater.
Yeah.
Talk about a bad way to find this out.
Katie, ours were like silly what if.
Yeah, I do tend to take the fun out of things.
Well, it's it would be a truly awful.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And it really happened to someone.
Probably happened to a lot of people.
It's probably happened to so many people. Yep. But it's also really bad because you have an increased risk of cancer then, especially if your STI is there for a long time. So this man really screwed her over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just goes to show you shouldn't trust the person you're with. Go to a gynecologist.
Exactly.
Right.
Also, just go to a
gynecologist.
That's it for this preview of the Rank Room. To see the second round of gameplay and to get the official rankings, go to dropout.tv and start your free trial today. If you don't, I'm going to freak out. I'm already on the edge here, okay? And that's gonna push me so much over. Wait, do you want a taste of this? Hey!
For me, as someone who wants to always be a smarty,
Yeah.
I would have a very difficult time figuring out that I was a dummy.